The wickedness of man grieved the heart of God. In the previous verse, we saw a generation of mighty men and men of renown. Now we come to Genesis chapter 6, verses 5 and 6. The scripture says, "And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart." Here the text takes on an even more serious force. We are no longer being told only about what man was doing, but about the thoughts of his heart. God saw that the condition of man was deeply damaged. God saw that wickedness was great in the earth. God saw that the problem was not only in the works, but in the thoughts of the heart. And it does not say that they were evil sometimes, but that they were continually only evil. That shows how far the corruption of man had gone. The heart had become loaded with wickedness. The intention had become twisted. The thought had become damaged. And when the heart is damaged, the earth also becomes filled with wickedness. That is why this passage is so strong, because it shows that God does not look only at what man appears to be. God looks at what is in the depth. God sees the intention. God sees the thought. God sees what is being formed inside the heart. And when the scripture says that it grieved him at his heart, it lets us see the gravity of man's sin. Wickedness was not a small matter. Corruption had reached a point that grieved the heart of God. Here we can learn that the most serious thing in the life of man is not only what he does, but what he keeps in his heart. Because if the heart becomes filled with wickedness, everything else also ends up becoming corrupted. And this is the truth that must remain firm in us. God continues looking at the heart of man. That is why it is not enough to appear well on the outside. It is necessary to surrender the heart, examine the intention, and return to God. The echo of the voice of God